Hey dear learners, I welcome you all to your very own channel, LavEd. I'm your host, Lavnish, and I am very excited to help you understand your Class 12 biology as per your latest rationalized syllabus from NCERT, that too line by line. You guys already know the importance of NCERT, especially in a subject like biology, for both boards as well as other competitive exams like NEET, ICAR, IMSS Paramedical, etc. I'll definitely try my level best to make you all understand NCERT very thoroughly. Now, before we begin, in today's video, as your senior, I will say that scoring marks in biology is very easy. Three things as your senior I will recommend to follow. Okay, let's check what are those. Let's go one by one. Look, number one, always sit with your NCERT book open, then pause the video after I teach you a para, go through it by yourself, make the concept clear, then resume the video and do the same. Clear? First point clear? Then you must know that biology is a very volatile subject. Okay, just like inorganic chemistry or organic chemistry. So if you don't revise it properly, definitely you are gonna make much trouble before the exams. Because whenever you open the book, you see that, oh, I have studied, but I could not recall what happened. So the main important thing is that biology is a volatile subject. We all guys know. Okay. And if you don't know, please mind it. Okay. That it is a very volatile subject and you must revise. If not daily, then definitely you should go by weekly manner. I'll tell you later that what can you implement in order to revise it weekly. Okay. Then practice PYQs. But according to my opinion, okay, if you look, that biology is a theory dominated subject. It is not like physics or physical chemistry, where theory is 20% and practicing questions is 80%. It is completely opposite. Like here, theory is 80%, practicing PYQs is around 20%, 10%. If you can master the theory very well, I'm telling you, matlab, you can rock, okay? Rock the exam very definitely well. Now, as your senior and as a host in this LavEd channel, today I want to launch a series that is NCERT NEXUS series. Okay. So in NCERT NEXUS series, I will cover each and every line of NCERT with detailed explanation according to the new rationalized syllabus. Okay. Certain points that I will tell you before starting the series, that I am gonna highlight the important points from the para. You can either make it notes or you can only highlight on the NCERT. Okay. Such that it is very easy to revise before the exam. Okay. Like, look at this. Whenever I go, I'll go like this, highlight. You can see the green highlight, the pink highlight. But pink highlight is not that important, but the green highlight that I go is actually very important for your exams. And these are the main points from which question can be framed, or the important points, or the important lines from the particular para or topic. Okay. So, thus, you should make clear that you will all highlight or at least note down the only yellow highlighted points. How will do you know? You just go take a copy. Okay, if you want to make notes, you just take a copy. Then you write the chapter name. Then you go nothing but what? Just write over here introduction. Okay, introduction. Then just go all the highlighted points. Point number one. Then when I come to this point, flower of ascending organ of angiosperms, you just make topic number 1.1. Then go point by point. Clear? If you do this like this, I can guarantee you that definitely this is gonna make a really huge impact with you versus your classmates. Okay. The main mantra of biology is theory, revision, and question practice. Not only for biology, but for all subjects, I can say that one. Okay. Here, only focus on 80% theory and 20% to practice. Plus revision, also included in theory. Okay. That's definitely gonna make a huge impact, huge difference between you and your classmates. I can assure you that. Okay. So without any delay, now I think we should begin with today's chapter. Okay. Your very first chapter of NCERT, that is sexual reproduction in flowering plants. In board, definitely this is gonna make a huge impact as well as in NEET and other competitive exam. Approximately three questions you can expect. Okay, from this chapter only. So what are we gonna today expect from this chapter? So I'll basically try to cover the first page. Okay, because this series is like I'll go part by part to make you to make your concepts very clear. That too by NCERT line by line. Okay, let's start. What is given? Are we not lucky that plants reproduce sexually? Okay. The myriads of flowers that we enjoy gazing at, the scents, the perfumes that we soon over, the rich colors that attract us are all there as an aid to sexual reproduction. What it means? Look, wherever you take a flower, okay, you can see both. Matlab, you will have fragrance when you smell it, or you will see the rich color, okay, in them. Why? Why they possess these characteristics? Okay, the reason is very simple. It is not only for us. The next line is only that it is not flowers are not only to fulfill to fulfill our needs. Okay, but also to make their generations propagate in the future generation. Hence, flower exist. Is it clear? It should be very clear. Okay, because whenever they possess these characteristics like they have fragrance, okay, or you can say they have attractive colors, they're colorful, bright color. Why they do? To attract the insects for pollination. Okay, because pollination is the only way through which pollen grains will be laid down on them due to nectar. Okay, you'll later, I think I will teach you that nectar is a very important term. Okay, in pollination. Now, this green highlighted point is very, very important. All flowering plants show sexual reproduction. Very, 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 very important point. All flowering plants show sexual reproduction. It is a characteristic feature of angiosperm also. Clear? Highlight this or make a note. Take a note on this point. Okay. Now, a look at the diversity of structures of the inflorescence, flowers, and the floral plants shows an amazing range of adaptation to ensure formation of end products of the sexual reproduction, the fruits and the seeds. Yes, definitely we all know that a flower possesses very, very different parts. Okay, like you will have androecium, gynoecium, petals, sepals. Now, why they are all there? In order to aid sexual reproduction. Okay, each of them have their own role in terms of the sexual reproduction. I think in class 11, you have already studied about morphology of the flowering plants chapter. So, same thing applies over here also. Clear? Now, what is the ultimate aim of sexual reproduction? To propagate as well as to generate fruits and seeds. Clear? Now, what are we gonna learn in each chapter? In each chapter, let us understand the morphology, structure, and the process of sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Now, what is the other name of flowering plants? As I have already mentioned, the angiosperms. Clear? Now, you can, as per my steps, you can pause the video, read the topic through yourself, then again resume the video for the next topic. Clear? Okay. Now, moving on with point number 1.1. Okay, that is nothing but what? Flower, a fascinating organ of angiosperms. Okay. What is given over here? Human beings have had an intimate relationship with flower since time immemorial. We all know this. Matlab, we have a long relationship with flower. Okay, since human existed only. Okay, flowers are objects of aesthetic, ornamental, social, religious, and cultural value. Look, aesthetic. You can, I think, understand the vibes of aesthetic vibes. Okay, something very what can I say? Matlab, something very very natural. Okay, or good vibes. Okay, aesthetic. You will see the flowers. Ornamental. Earlier, mainly people used to wear flowers as ornament. I think nowadays also they do. I don't know. I don't have that much knowledge on them. Okay. Wait a second. Social, definitely. You can see the um, bouquets giving, okay, to the famous persons, or you can also see the religious, definitely. We as a devotee offer flowers to God. Yes, cultural value. I think in Bihu, the ladies, I think, wore a flower on their head. I don't know the name. I forgotten actually. Okay, sorry for that. But it's not that important point. The flowers are objects of, yeah, all already know. They have always been used as a symbols for conveying important human feelings such as love, affection, happiness, grief, mourning, etc. Yes, definitely, yeah. It is a general common sense, man. Okay. List at least 5 flowers of ornamental value. This is useless. Okay, I will come to this diagram. Okay, once I complete this today's topic. Homes and in gardens. Find out the names of 5. Okay, this is, you can already read it by yourself. Not that important. Okay. Now what is the given? Again, look, the highlight points have come. Please mark in your NCERT or make a note in your notebook. Okay. To a biologist, flowers are morphological and embryological marvels and the sites of sexual reproduction. Yes, I have already told. Like to grow. Okay, let's consider that there is a plant. Okay, even though so sexual reproduction. What is the ultimate site? What is the ultimate site for the future propagation? Definitely there are other methods. I'm not telling grafting, वगैरह. Yeah, definitely there. But like human beings main reproduction करने के लिए. Okay, you will see that there are certain places. Similarly, in plants, flower is a site. Okay, of sexual reproduction. That is the important point. Okay, what is given in the next line? In earlier classes, you have read the various parts of flower. Okay, yeah, I'll go. Figure on one. Okay, I'm going. Look, look. What is given? A diagrammatic representation of longitudinal section of a flower. Okay, what is LS? LS is longitudinal section of a flower. You can see the diagram very well. Okay. Now this diagram, I think this time in NEET. Okay, especially a lot of questions has been asked on diagram. Okay, you can expect the same. So labeling the diagram, labeling the points is very important. Okay, now it is. Look, you can see. I'll go one by one. The most basic part is sepal. Sepal is nothing but the green color part or the leaf. You can say that hangs around the flower. Okay, is sepal. Then this is the petal. What is petal? Petal is nothing but what? The colorful, attractive part of a flower that attract insect. Okay, for pollination is the petal. Okay. Then we got the male reproductive part. Now look, male reproductive part is called as androecium. Okay, what is called? Male reproductive part is called as androecium. What is androecium? Androecium is a group of stamens. Now, what is stamen made up of? Stamen is made up of 2 parts. Number one, it has to be anther. Number two, it has to be filament. Okay, what is anther? In the next video, I am definitely gonna teach you detail in the male reproductive system. Okay, so anther is the bilobed structure that you see out. Okay, this is the anther. And what is the filament? The tube-like structure that you see, no? It is this is the filament. And both the dim क्या कहते हैं उसको? Combine, okay, and they make the stamen. And this group of stamen, overall, you can see the elongated structures, okay, like a tower, okay, on the dish overhead. So this all this combine and together make and form what? The androecium. Is it clear? Okay. Then look, in a flower, there will be a female reproductive part as well. Yes. So the female reproductive part is called as gynoecium. The gynoecium, like androecium, is a group of um, pistils. Okay. Pistil is again made up of 3 parts. Stigma, the pollen receptive surface, this style that connects the stigma with the ovary, and the ovary that is the main part. Okay, and this sexual reproduction. Is it clear? Okay, diagram clear? Sepal, petal, Male reproductive part, androecium. Androecium made up of two part, anther and filament. Clear? Then we move on to the female reproductive part. Female reproductive part made up of three parts, stigma, style, and ovary. Okay, very clear. Done. You can label by yourself. Okay. Done. Second. Yes. Now we move on to the next topic, 1.2, pre-fertilization structures and events. Okay. Let's see what given. Much before the actual flower is seen on the plant, the decision that the plant is going to flower has already taken place. Okay. Look, whenever we look a flower on the plant, okay. Now before we are seeing a flower, okay, but you can say that the plant is going to give flower. The decision already taken place. Now, why does decision take place? Okay, because of hormonal as well as structural changes. For example, if we take the case of a human, okay, we all know that human beings have three stages. Yes, juvenile, teenage, and the adult stage. Clear? The juvenile stage is the pre-stage or the growing stage. Okay, teenage is not like that. It's a growing stage. It is also a growing stage until 18. But in the teenage, you see the um, sexual development of a person happening out here. Okay, I think we are already familiar in class 10 as well. The things that happens in puberty. Okay, similarly, whenever a plant grows, okay, the growing stage is called a juvenile phase. Then, whenever it stops, okay, you can relate with human beings that it is the beginning of what teenage or the puberty. Okay, when the all the hormonal structural changes develop. Okay, then adult stage you already know, definitely nothing to develop. They have already developed in the teenage, so it's already almost over. Okay, same thing. Now this is a very important line, especially NEET as well as board it can come. Several hormonal and structural changes are initiated which lead to the differentiation and further development of the floral primordium. Clear? As I've already told, what changes? Hormonal and structural changes. Clear? Okay. Inflorescence, beard the floral bud, and then the flowers. So you I think already know what is inflorescence. Okay, the arrangement of flower on the floral bud. Okay, the type of arrangement. Okay, so I think you already have studied in morphology only that inflorescence are of two types: racemose, cymose. The trick that racemose is it will continue to elongate. Race, it is a race like. Okay, but cymose is not like that. Stop. The flower stops at a T. Okay, that is the main thing. So inflorescence, beard of floral bud, and the floral bud bear the flowers. Clear? Now, as I have already mentioned in the figure above, in the flower, the male is called as androecium, the female reproductive part is called as the gynoecium. Okay, they in this stage also definitely in the juvenile, not juvenile, teenage stage, the plant's teenage stage. Okay, they also differentiate and develop. Okay, and you could recollect the androecium consists of a whole of stamens representing the male reproductive organ, and the gynoecium represents the female reproductive organ, as I've already told. Okay, highlighted by. So you guys made it to the end, and I feel you will make this series very successful. Till then, keep practicing and stay curious. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and do hit the subscribe and like button too. Thank you.